beautiful people? It's your girl Talia J, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all like this hair? Yeah, I just got my hair done today. Yeah, I got some layers, heavy layers cut into it, a little silk press, ends cut. I did the color myself, but yeah. So, y'all, I know I haven't been doing my YouTube videos like that. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been lazy. And making content is like, it's getting to be boring. Plus, also, I'm somebody's wife and I'm somebody's mama. So, I really don't be having time, you know? I really don't be having time. But I'm gonna become more intentional. And we're gonna figure it out, y'all. So, let's get into it. So, today, I'm just gonna be answering some questions. That's it. Simple stuff. You know? I ended up running across this little list and I was like, somebody really put some time into this. What is the smallest thing for which you are grateful? And I would say God's mercy. Simple. He saved me. And he didn't have to. Woke me up, didn't have to. Gave me the ability of my limbs, didn't have to. Okay? Who has had the most positive impact on your life? Jesus. If you could use a time machine, would you rather have one that only goes back in time or only goes forward? Well, you know what? Sometimes you can't undo your past, but the future, you know, that's what I want to find out. I will go forward. I will go forward and hope that I can. No, hold on. Because if I go back, then I can get in on that Bitcoin. Then my future will be different, won't it? Yeah, yeah. I'll be making that money. So, matter of fact, forget the future. I'm gonna go back because I already know that information. If I go to the future, I gotta figure out what steps I did to get whatever life that was, whether it's good or bad. So, that's too much work. Go to the back. What do you wish you had growing up? I don't know. My childhood was like okay and not okay. It was a childhood. Nothing to complain about, nothing to, childhood trauma. I did therapy. I'm fine. I also had some good times too, so I don't know. I don't really have too many complaints. If you could be good at any profession without having to receive the accompanying education or trade experience, what would you choose? If I could be good at any profession without having to like do anything, there's this job, I don't know the description of it, but it's this dude. He goes on a really high up tower and changes the light bulb. And he only does that every couple of months. But he makes bank every time. Every time he makes bank. I would climb that. I would climb up there. I ain't scared of heights. I know when I'm coming down, that bill's gonna be paid. Money's gonna be had. So I would do that. I would go up there. Why not? What is something you're terrible at but wish you could do well? What is something I'm terrible at? I'm not terrible at a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually, if I see it, I can do it. So terrible. What am I terrible at? Putting my hands on folks. I need to learn how to keep my hands to myself. That I am terrible at that. I'm not gonna lie, because I used to fight a lot as a kid, so it's like, and a young adult and an adult. So I think that's something that I wish I could, do better at. Not feeling that urge to put my hands on somebody. There are some people who feel like that feel the urge to fight somebody, but they don't do it because they have that fear that, they're going to get beat up or something like that. I wish I had that fear to not do it. Because in my head, I can take anybody. Big, small, mama, sister, brother, husband, I don't care. So I wish I didn't have that about me. It probably, probably do some good one of these days. If you could change one thing about yourself physically, what would you change? If I could change something about myself physically, let me see. What would I change? Physically. I don't know. I'm pretty content with my body. Um, I would wish my hair grew faster because I have a hair goal and it's taking forever. But also, I keep randomly cutting. But I probably do that. I probably um want to be able to grow my hair like the next day, or next 2-3 weeks instead of like months. What was the best year of your life? The worst. The best year of my life was. Let me see. I got married. So last year, what we in 2026? So best year of my life was 2025. Met my husband, dated him for a little while, married him. Well, he married me, and started a life together. That's probably the best year. Had a lot of accomplishments that year. Um, yeah, the worst year of my life. 2025. Married my husband. I only say that because that is the most trying time of like the hardest time of like trying to stick something out without the chance of knowing if that work is gonna pay off or if you're wasting your time. And then also, some people don't tell you about being married is y'all are raised two different ways, and for me, my husband, two different cultures. So it's like trying to blend all of that. I can see why they say the first couple of years are gonna be hard because it's like you're blending two separate upbringings, two separate households together, and that isn't easy. It isn't an easy thing to do. So the problem was like not the worst, but the most challenging, and we still figuring it out. What is something about you that people assume because of your appearance? What is a trait or preference you have that people don't expect you to have? Um, Let me see. Because of my appearance, I give off in my head. In my head, I give off very girly, very ladylike, very nice, very kind. Not nice. Nice people get walked over. Very kind, very um well spoken. Very courageous. I've been told by other people I give off very intimidating, loud, chaotic, um, big personality, um, stuff like that. But I feel like I wish people would know that something I wish people know about me is I'm a very understanding person and I give a lot, if not too many, chances for like rectifying. Like you can fix it. It's you just gotta come a certain way. So I wish people knew that about me. Appearance wise, I don't know. I tend to get a lot of people thinking that like right now I'm just real comfortable. This is how I am. But like if I go out, I'll tend to try to be like really dressed up, and I get the appearance of. I've had people tell me that um, like I'm a retail girl, like I'm a shopper. When really what little do people know is I'm a thrift store hopper, garage sale hopper. I love stuff like that. Also I sew, so a lot of stuff that's a piece and a piece I put together. So I'm very creative, very creative. Always thinking. Mine is always like this and this could go together. This and this go. This. Let's try this. Let's try that. Hey, let's just see about it. Let's see about it. So I don't know. Maybe just that. So I wish people knew about that. Like no, I do not have it all together. I do not have all the money in the world, but if this is one thing about me, I'm gonna make it stretch. And I know how to be creative enough to the point where it still looks good. It just don't financially. It's not hurting me. Mm. Yeah, this car it keeps driving up and down the street. I think they're looking for somebody, and they're struggling. What is one childhood memory that you remember especially well? One, I give you a couple. A childhood memory I remember. One of the childhood memories I remember incredibly well was going to Disney World. So I remember like us getting a package in the mail, and it had like the Disney World, like a Disney World trailer or something like that. Like we put it in, and it's telling you about like all the amenities, the hotels, what the park offers, so like this. So we coming in and we sitting down and we watching all this like, whoa, Disney World, da 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 da. And now this was on the time, y'all, when Disney World was strictly really for kids. Nowadays, Disney World is for adults. Adults are going to Disney World, and they're holding up the lines for the kids. which is why I fear my kids may not go, because what y'all doing? So I might have to find them another world to go to, because it ain't that one. But yeah, so we're watching it, we're sitting down, and the little trailer ends. So we turned and we looked at our stepmom, well, my stepmom at the time, and I was like, are we going to Disney World? And everybody's like, huh? We going to Disney World? We're going to Disney World? We're going to Disney World? Is that what's happening? Is that what we're watching this? And she goes, nah, it just, somebody they must have had the wrong, they must have had the wrong address. So like it ended up in our mail, right? And we're like, oh, okay, cool. So, you know, something that we wasn't too easily disappointed, you know, because realistically we was prepared, where it's like, what's the saying? It was like, if you can prepare and wrap your head around a yes, you can prepare and wrap your head around a no. So be content, you know? So we're like, oh, okay, cool. We leave it to be. And I think like days go by, we didn't think nothing of it. We kids, we outside playing, have a good old time. Out of nowhere, it's a weekend. Matter of fact, it's summer break. All of a sudden, my dad and my stepmom come in and they go, y'all pack y'all a couple outfits. Where we going? Couple outfits for where? Where are we going? And I was like, don't matter where we're going. Just pack a couple outfits. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got swim stuff, all this, just, you know, go. So the thing is, we was kids, and, you know, there was like 8 of us in the household. 8 of us in the household. So, you know, suitcase, we're not doing that. We got them trash bags, and we're putting our clothes in the trash bags, tied up. Hey, you got your bag? We're good. Hey, let's get in this car. We get in the car, and we're driving. I mean, we're driving forever. We're driving forever, y'all. Now, given we're in Mississippi, so we wasn't driving too far. We went to, we was driving to Florida. So we're driving, and then time go by, we wake up, and I remember looking to my left, and I was like, is that Nickelodeon Studios? Are y'all taking us to look at Nickelodeon? I can't even say it. Nickelodeon Studios? And we're like, we're going to Nickelodeon Studios. And that was like, no. And kept on driving. And we're like, dang, okay, cool. And then out of nowhere, my dad goes, nah, we're going right there. And all you see is Disney World. The giant sign say Disney World. And we like, yo, we're going to Disney World. And my dad was like, yeah, I told y'all one day we're going to drive by it. And we're like, okay, cool. And he passed the exit to go to Disney World. And we're like, Dad, what's going on? He was like, well, we drove by it. Time to go home. Oh, now everybody started crying and stuff. We said, what? He's like, I'm just playing with y'all. We're going to Disney World. We was like, whoa, we're going to Disney World. Yeah. And we had such a good time. I just found those photos. I'm gonna input the photos. Found those photos the other day. We had a good time. I was so cute. That's cute. We all had got some little braids previously with some little kinky twists at the time. Kinky twists, and we was all looking so cute. I'm gonna input those. So that's one of my yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's probably the most one I tell people. So yeah, let me see. Do we have any other childhood memories? I got a lot of childhood memories for real. Yeah, I don't think I can tell half of them though without. Well, I'm an adult now. I probably can't get in trouble for it, but we had some times. It says, what is your ideal birthday? Not the date, but rather your ideal way to spend the day. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, my birthday, I always have a good time for my birthday. Yeah. I think recently, my birthdays have been holiday level due to my husband, because he's really big into the celebrating you type of person. So, you know, that's his thing. What? Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's the 22nd. What happened on the 22nd? Nothing. But you know what? I feel like that's a nice holiday. That's a good day. Date night. Make it big. We can just have dinner in the living room, sorry. No, we're gonna go all out. That's his thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. I just as long as I get to go outside and be pretty, I don't care, babe. Come on. So yeah, I think I don't have an ideal way. As long as I get to be pretty, as long as I can dress up, you know, that's it. As long as I can dress up. I think for me, I usually do really good for my own birthdays before, when I was not in a relationship, I would do really good for myself. As far as doing doing what I want to do. You know, what if I go, go ziplining, canoeing, amusement parks, stuff like that. I always do stuff like that. You know, go out of town for a little bit, just get a room, relax, massage, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really have an ideal way. As long as I can be pretty and be outside, I'm okay. As long as everybody chilling, rocking, we good, we cool. Yeah, I don't really have nothing else, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get on live. Bye, y'all. I promise I am going to do better with making content, creating content, posting content on YouTube. I'm mostly on TikTok though. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be on TikTok. So, okay, guys. Bye.